Hey guys, so what's up? I was going to tell you guys today about a roommate that I had about a year and a half ago. And if you ever are looking for a roommate and you hear about nightmare roommates that are just absolutely horrible to live with, this is exactly that roommate. So if you are interested, you better watch this. Okay, so I met her at my job and I got along with her really good and stuff, and I thought she was pretty cool. So one day I posted on Facebook that I was looking for a roommate. And so, of course, she was the first who responded. So I was like, yeah, sure. And I've never had a roommate before, and I was really wanting one. So I just kind of went with her. Um, and I was living with my other friend at the time, so this would be the third person. And we both were looking for a place to get. So we hang out with her a couple times before we move in with her, and she seems really cool. But then we meet her parents, and they check out the apartment and stuff, and her parents are a little weird. Same with her brothers, like just very odd. And so I don't know, we didn't know what to think about it, so we just kind of passed it on. So then she moves in about a week later, and stuff just started going downhill from there. So we eventually found out after about 3 months that she doesn't shower at all. And if she showers, she's only been washing her hair pretty much. She never washes her clothes. Well, that totally did not work at all. Because if you have stinky clothes and you put them on a clean body, I mean, you're just going to stink yourself up. And we always wondered how she never got caught at work from that. And we found out eventually she takes what we call like a military shower, and she just sprays herself with deodorant and cologne, or perfume in this case, just to smell nice. So, yeah, pretty deceptive. Um, on that kind of same note, she was allergic to garlic and cinnamon. And this was just kind of more my theory. I didn't have any proof for this, but she would always eat garlic. And I was thinking that it reacted with her to create more of the pungent, like, aroma she had. I mean, like, her aroma was really bad. Like, she would walk into a room and it was like a just like a entire aroma around her. I mean, me and my other roommate couldn't even be in the living room at the same time as her. She smelled that bad. She would not do any chores. She would, like, if we asked her to go get toilet paper or something, like if she worked at Walmart. So like one day we texted her and asked her, "Hey, can you pick up toilet paper while you're there since you're at the store?" And she's like, "Well, it's getting late. Why can't you guys do it?" She she was at the store. Um, but anyway, so she never really helped with chores or anything, even though we asked her. She always made excuses. She would always eat our food, even though she said her food that she bought was off limits for us. So yeah, that was kind of a problem right there. And then she never bought groceries either. That was pretty bad. She would always she was she was really passive aggressive. Like she would write notes of things that we should do or something. She just if she was mad, she'd just write a note to us and hope we would find it the next day. Um, like one time, I I was feeling a little down or something, so I had one of her Sunkiss. It was the last one, and So the next morning there was a note on the fridge. Who drank the last of my Sunkist? She would also we have a little bird in our living room, and one time we were out there, all three of us were having dinner, and she walks over to our bird's cage at his bedtime, and she says to us, well, I'm going to go ahead and put the cage over his cover, or his cover over his cage, because no one else does. So yeah, there's this always kind of, I thought about this the other day, and this made me roll my eyes. So it was during Christmas time, and we were all exchanging presents and stuff. And me and my other roommate gave each other pretty good stuff, and both of us gave pretty good stuff to her, but she gave us crap. Like, she did not even try. She gave us like each a $5 movie, a pack of gum, and she gave us each a Walmart gift card, but it had 70 cents on the gift card. Yeah, we both, when we saw that originally, me and my not stinky roommate looked at each other and just we didn't know what to say. Um, but yeah, so thing I learned is if I was ever looking for a roommate again, I need to make sure they shower and do chores and do not write passive aggressive notes. So things I never thought I would really have to ask, but apparently I do. So she actually agreed to move out 6 months before the lease was up. It's funny, my roommate and I were in my room over here, and we were like prancing back and forth, not prancing, walking back and forth, and we were like both really nervous to go out to her in the living room and tell her, hey, you need to leave right now. Well, we gave her 1 month, but so we were just really nervous, and it took us a while, but we eventually went out, and we were like, hey, Stacy, you need to leave in 1 month. And she was just like, oh, okay. So we were both we were both really relieved. So yeah, she's finally out, and we have a new roommate that's a much better fit. um, so yeah, if just wanted to share that story with you, and if you are ever looking for a roommate, ask the questions that you don't think you would have to ask, because some people just are just that way. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.